Hello, everyone. Scott Gilmore and Mike Albee here at the Indiana Senior Masters State Championship, our very first Senior Masters. And we thought we were done with round number one, and lo and behold, we have a roll-off between two buddies, Bob Kammer Jr. and John Riffle. And I believe we're going to go ahead and get some of the second round started here as we're going to finish up. We're going to leave our cameras here on 11 and 12 for the roll-off. And John Riffle whiffed the head pin, but was fortunate enough to leave the 1, 2, 4 and spared. And then Bob just chopped off the 6 pin off the 3. And in a 9th and 10th frame roll.
Put a lot of pressure on yourself there. Yeah, needs a quick double just to get back and have a chance.
He's going to force himself to throw a couple of strikes here in order to get past. Now, he's not going to be eliminated if he does lose. Double elimination. And
boy, you don't want to get in that loser's bracket quick, though.
Yeah, it's a long day.
It is a long day.
Well,
and a pressure-packed day.
Yeah, and for the seniors here, there's only 16, so it is a little bit of a shorter day than the regular Masters they have in end of January. They do have 32 that make the top bracket, so.
Yeah, some of these guys don't look old enough. Do they check a driver's license or what here?
Timmy Mack looks good for a 50-year-old, and Ben Caldwell looks like he could be in his late 30s.
Oh, exactly, yeah.
You know. Mike Mann just keeps on striking, doesn't he?
Yeah, he sure does. That's a nice shot. Beautiful shot.
Jeffrey, his son, is behind us. Jeffrey Mann from West Lafayette. Talented bowler in his own right. I'm sure Dad gave him a few pointers when he was a young kid.
Very talented bowler. Yeah.
You got to take some credit somewhere, don't you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's Mike's done a great job on and off the lane, so what a great family.
And Bob Kammer did strike the first ball and would be his 10th frame. That's going to be the challenge is, like you said earlier, is going to be carry. Can you get the ball to go through the pins the right way? You got to figure that somehow the rev rate's going to have some advantage, like a Trent Marner.
Yeah, you just wonder if it's going to change the angle. You know, where all of a sudden you're slapping those corners out, and all of a sudden then all of a sudden you start leaving a couple.
Oh, Mike just missed a 7 pin off to our left here. We're still on 11 and 12 with Bob Kammer, John Riffle, 9th and 10th frame roll off. Or is it a 9th and 10th frame roll off? Oh, Riffle just washed out with the 1, 2, 10. That's going to sway the advantage back to Bob. And an open frame there for John. Looks like that game has concluded, and we're going to assume that Bob Kammer has advanced over John Riffle, and John will go to the loser's bracket. Bob will stay in the winner's bracket. And we're moving right along here. We're going to switch pairs over here to 3, 4, 5, 6.
Wow. A quick 7-10 there. Getting that ball down the lane just a little too far. Boy, pins flying everywhere, but not getting either one of them out of there.
Boy, and that's just one of the worst breaks, I think, is the pocket 7-10. You just
those things not only devastate your score, they take a shot at your mental game. So you got to really rebound from those.
Well,
those are hard.
You throw what you think is a good shot.
Especially he was on a strike. Now, unless you pick it up, then it really changes the flow of the momentum. I thought he might almost got it to bounce off that ball.
Well, and Dexter Herrod opens in the third after a double here against Mike Mann, and you'll see him off to the right, far right of your screen, and he tomahawks the 6 pin off the sidewall. Oh,
That's for a double.
I thought Timmy was going to.
Yeah, he's just had that angle where it's just the ball just is a little bit, coming in a little bit behind the head pin, it looks like. And he's doing some great shots, just quite can't get those suckers to fly out of there.
Hey, super senior right there. Hey, they want you getting out there to bowl, Mike.
Yeah. If I had Tim who back there and lined me up every shot and I'd give me about 6 months to a year to practice, I might see if I could get a check.
Practice?
Now, lining Tim up, he lining me up would give me quite the head start, though.
Right.
There is not too many people in this industry who have as much knowledge as Tim, on or off the lanes.
And to be honest with you, as much passion about the game as Tim does.
Yeah.
I mean, it's...
He is just a great representative of our sport and a great family, and we are actually very, very fortunate, honored to have him here in the state.
Yeah, he's an East Coaster.
Yeah.
I believe from New Jersey.
Well,
is that right?
not only that, but he went to Penn State. Was a kicker at Penn State. But not only that, but worldwide. I mean, Tim's a Hall of Famer because of everything he's done on the lanes, not just in the States, but in worldwide, and what he's done for this industry. It's just Tim has covered all aspects of the industry and done them very, very well.
Wasn't he? Didn't he play fullback for Penn State?
Did he?
I
thought he was a kicker.
I think he's a fullback. We'll have to maybe ask him.
Yeah, we should ask that. Clear it up. He's right there.
Yeah, and good catch.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you play for the great Joe Paterno.
Yeah.
And he played back in the day when Penn State was, every year was one of the odds-on favorites to win a national championship. So you would call that the glory days.
But I know
of
he's
Penn
having
State.
a lot of fun watching his daughter play soccer as well. So.
Well, and it's a true testament to his passion of the sport when, like you had mentioned earlier, all the injuries and everything that he's battled, the knee replacements and shoulder injuries, and to come back out here and still have the desire to compete. A lot of guys would just say, you know what, my body, I just can't take it, right?
I think if you're bowling Tim today, you try not to have fear in your eyes, but when you're sitting up against Tim, I think you got to be concerned because Tim is one of the top-notch players in the world.
Well, our elimination bracket is Tim Mack, Danny Clark on 9 and 10. Leslie Snyder, Ben Caldwell on 3 and 4. John Riffle, Daniel Petrowski on 17 and 18. And Ron Jonas and Scott Johnson on 11 and 12.
But Danny Clark, you're tournament leader, and you lose one in the 10th frame, and then boom, now you hit Tim Mack, and you're looking at the door. Tim's got 4 in a row now and looking really lined up.
Yeah, Danny opening here in the 4th frame.
But that's this format. I mean, this format, lends that to that. It's head-to-head straight up, and you just don't know from pair to pair.
You don't take anything for granted.
No.
And really, like you said, I don't care really what you qualified at. You throw the scores out the window, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's all about one shot at a time now.
Well, it feels great to get back in the broadcast booth here with you, Mike, and we're going to have a busy winter season here on Savage Bowling TV. We're going to have, obviously, your event, the Indiana Scratch Classic. We're going to have the State Masters. We're going to have the Queens. We're going to have Indiana High School Bowling State Finals. We're also going to have the Indiana High School All-Stars. We're going to have the Indiana-Kentucky All-Stars in June. So we got a full slate of bowling here on Savage Bowling TV this season, and we look forward to having you join us always in every event we have, and it should be a fun season.
It's a lot of fun. Yeah, I look forward to it. And, you start naming them off, and it's hard to believe that the state of Indiana does this. I mean, because there is nobody else around this country that does that. And thanks to Savage TV and, Chad and yourself and for what you do for the industry here in Indiana. We're so fortunate to have you guys and what you do and spread the word. And for me, it's a lot of fun. I just enjoy being here. Please apologize to your son because Chad and I both were doing the rain dance, hoping you would be, you know, that you know,
Yeah.
the baseball might be delayed a little bit today, so we
Yeah.
could get you here. But
Yeah.
you know, yeah,
Believe me, I didn't want to stand out in the rain.
Yeah.
But I'll be honest with you.
there's some sports rain you can handle. Baseball's not one of them.
Yeah. The forecast did not look good, and
Oh, not at all.
Mother
100%.
Nature said no baseball. And hey, that's why we bowl, right?
Yeah,
we can
that's
bowl
right.
inside year round.
Yeah, should be a good business day.
Yes, it should. What else you gonna do?
No.
And nothing better than to bring the family out.
Yeah.
You know, whether you're a serious bowler or you're just looking to have fun, bowling can bring out the best in everything. And yeah.
Well, it's one of those things. Bowling, you know, you sit there and you go to the movie, you don't talk, you just watch a movie. Bowling, you can sit around and converse with the family, have some competition, and just it's a great day great event to get lost in a little bit and enjoy yourselves and create memories.
Yeah,
you
you
know.
can order a pizza and have some soft drinks and.
And we got memories being created out in front of us here today, so somebody is going to be adding a title to their resume.
Yeah, nothing better than taking home the Eagle from a state championship. You know, we've talked a long time and even about your career too, as, you know, when you talk about winning, you know, the money is gone at some point, right? But the trophy and the recognition lasts forever. And you got to feel like that's what a lot of these guys are bowling for, is they want to be the first one, right?
Oh yeah, you can't help but that. I mean, you know, it's the competitive nature of everybody that bowls these tournaments. It's wanting to be the last one standing, especially in a Masters event where it's actually head to head. I mean, it's one-on-one, you know.
All right, looks like we're down on the high end of the house, somewhere around 13, 14, 15, 16. This will be the David Clemens, Bob Kammer match. Jeff Bowman and Joe Didion, they are on these pairs. That's Ron Jonas here in the orange. We call him Doc. And he's bowling in the fourth frame, working on a spare here. All strike, spare, spare. And there's a strike there in the fourth frame for Ron Jonas. So you're looking at 11, 12, 13, and 14 right here. Chad has us set up for some wide angles so we can show you as much of the competition as possible. We hope you're enjoying the broadcast here.
We're still seeing we're seeing a few strings, but we're starting to see a little bit of some errant shots, and you know, it could be lane changing, it could be, you know, it's just lack of confidence a little bit, you know. But hey, you know, these guys some of them are sitting down, but you know, it's going to take a wear and tear to get through this event. I mean, there's going to be some not much time to relax, so you just kind of right back in the fire.
Good match here between Dexter Herrod and Mike Mann, and Dexter just came up light, leaving the 7-pin here on lane 5. He had a double in the 6th, 7th, spare in the 8th. Mike's got a 4-bagger showing. You see a lot of guys leaving corner pins and then just kind of shrugging their shoulders. They just, it's just, what do you do, right?
Yeah, the angle changes a little bit, and you got to be careful how you change your angle out there, because you're allowed to end up right through the nose for a split, or leave a light shot and leave one of the light splits.
And a spare there for Dexter on lane 5, and looking over to 3 and 4 in our Leslie Snyder, Ben Caldwell elimination match, and Ben can shoot 200. He is going to be eliminated, so Leslie Snyder, even though he's looking at a open in the 10th, will advance. And that's 2 splits on that lane, Mike. He left pocket 7-10 and leaves a 7-9.
Yeah, it was a Wally 7. I knocked the 3 out. It was actually a 3-7-9, but kicked the 3 out. But still, those are out there.
Another strike for Mike Mann.
Yeah, I haven't seen too much different from Mike except high flush shots every time. You know, he's got thrown the ball really good and great look out there.
Well, interesting change of circumstances here in the Tim Mack Danny Clark match.
This is a big shot here.
Oh, fast 8.
Yeah, he went back-to-back opens in the 6th and 7th, and 2-0 pace.
Yeah, brought Danny Clark right back in the match, right?
Danny's going to be able to lock him out here, but he's going to have to strike in the 9th and 10th.
All right, spare in the 9th.
That's a huge shot for Danny Clark.
212 possibility here for Tim Mack. Danny Clark can shoot 218, so he does control his own destiny.
Yeah.
Ben Caldwell will be eliminated here. And, you know, quickly, we're going to be down to just a handful of bowlers here when you only have 16 competitors. It's going to go quick this afternoon. Must have. Oh, and he gets
Pretty
it.
shot. Pretty shot. Not much doubt when you put him there.
Well, as a bowler, that's all you want to put. You know, you can't control carry.
Nope.
All you can do is control the ball going through the 1-2 or 1-3.
You can't control much of anything once it's out of your hand.
Right. Trent Marner. Oh my goodness. Did we get that on? Oh my goodness. Trent's kind of cover his face up after that. Have you seen that carry before, Michael?
Wow, yeah, that's why you turn around and just go to the next one.
I don't know what happened, but all of a sudden you look up and the 3, 4, 7, 8 crumble.
Wow, what a shot by Danny Clark. Takes the lead.
Now he needs this one really to knock Tim Mack out of the Senior Masters.
It's going to re-rack. Danny Clark going to take a re-rack on 9. Saw something he didn't like.
Mike Mann's going to defeat Dexter Herrod 233 to 203 if he makes the spare. And now, he throws it out the window. He
overcorrected on that.
Overcorrected on that, and boy, if you're Trent Marner, you got to be thinking, man, I'm fortunate I could have a strike and a spare after those two shots. Now Danny Clark.
He can still get 9. You know, Trent gets a spare and 9. He locks the match up. Anything less than that, it's going to be open an opportunity for his opponent.
Strike to win here for Danny. Oh, and he gets it.
Yeah. That's some great shots in 8th, 9th, and 10th.
And Trent makes the spare there off to your left. And boy, if you're Tim Mack, you had full control of this match until you get to the 6th frame. And just a couple of errant shots, and you're out the door.
Yeah.
These seniors are ruthless now. They won't give you many chances, will they?
It is competitive out there, that's for sure.
Well, you know, and I will say this. I wish, and I know there's a lot of things that have to go involved. It sure would be nice if the PBA had the possibility of putting some of these senior tournaments on national television, because these guys can still play.
Oh, yeah.
And it's
and they're very popular. I mean, very popular. The guys that are bowling, you know, Amleto and, you know, you name it, Duke.
Norm Duke, Pete Weber. And
yeah, it's such a great group. And there's a lot of nostalgia in this world right now. You know, I mean, I think that they would have a lot of success. But, you know, there's only so much time. And you know, it's just it's whatever they're trying to promote and do. It's, you know, it's a business for them. So.
Well, and Timmy Mack finishing up his game, and you know they're all going to strike now.
Yep. But as a true Hall of Famer and champion, he goes back out and gives it his best shot no matter what to finish the game out. It'd be easy just to say, hey, I'm lost, I'm done, I'm going to put my bags and go home. But like the true champion he is, he's continues to work on his game no matter what shot it is and how many balls he has left.
Well, it's solid prize fund, too. Winner will take home $1,200 this afternoon and the Eagle Championship trophy. But more importantly, that state title that will live on with them forever. And Trent Marner, fortunate to win. My goodness, the pin carry that he received there in the 8th frame. Excuse me, 9th frame. And he will advance shooting 213. I know Robert had a chance to shoot 212, but finishes with 199. Still have a few bowlers going on. Doc Jonas is still down bowling. some of the matches here on 11, 12 through 16 are still underway here. Kind of out of our line of sight in a sense. We have Scott Johnson still bowling against Ron Jonas, and Scott leaving another corner pin. And that's a pretty tight match still going into the 9th frame here. Looks like Bob Kammer's in trouble on 13 and 14. He just struck on lane 13 for a double.
That was a great shot there.
But his opponent, David Clemens, has a 4-bagger showing on the screen.
Hey, that's 1 cent for every person that was still standing on the yeah.
John Riffle down there, I believe on 15 or 17 and 18 in an elimination match with Daniel Petrowski. Looks like a lot of spares being shown down there, not a lot of strikes.
Neither one of our eyesights have gotten any better, apparently, right? At least on a long-term range.
No, we're down right behind. We're squarely behind lane 6 and 7.
Yeah.
So
We know our limit.
yeah. Well, we can look at the screen here and see a little bit of the score, but after this round, we'll be down to 12 bowlers. Winners will take a break, and I believe the losers will bowl a match here, and we'll be down to 10 as we move on.
Yeah, this format might be the attrition. My goodness. Keep going. This is a tough one to stay in the losers bracket.
Well, if there are buys, which we in buys are just you just don't bowl that round, they're, you know, you're bowling every round. Once you're in the losers bracket, you don't get a sit.
Nope.
So it is not only is it a physical,
Oh, most definitely, yeah.
but mentally, because if you're in close matches and the shots are a little bit more difficult, you're mentally
there's
tired.
no cool. Yeah, there's no cool down time. There's no relaxation time. You're always on. You know, blood pressure's up top all the time.
Well, you've had a lot of success in the what used to be known as the ABC Masters, American Bowling Congress, now the USBC. What was your mindset as you went into that? Obviously, you wanted to make the top 64. You probably really didn't care where you were at that point.
Yeah, no. I mean, you didn't. You just want to get in. But you're right. I mean, if you went to the losers bracket quick, you're there the rest of the time, and there are no breaks. And you know, at the ABC Masters, that and in the stadium formats, I mean, you had to go back, check your balls in again, and then come out and walk out again, just like you're restarting the tournament over every time. So not only was it you couldn't sit and rest for a second, you immediately had to go back to the back, recheck your stuff in, and then come back out. So it was very taxing.
Yeah, that's some walking there, too.
Yeah, it really is.
They're not really laid out to where you just go down a
No,
hallway.
what is it, 60, 80 lanes, and then you go down the hallway, down around the back. And, you know, it's just, you were just hoping you didn't get in there. The one Masters I finished second in Salt Lake City in '96. I was in the losers bracket from the first match on, and it was, it's quite grueling.
Well, and you're bowling 3-game total pin matches, so.
And you're, like you said, and you lose and you're out, so you're always on edge. I mean, it's just, it's quite taxing. But it's quite rewarding if you're able to do it by the time you get to the end, I'll say that.
Looks like David Clemens shot 250 against Bob Kammer. And Bob can shoot 220 too, so it's not like he was bowling bad.
No, he's got a split right in the middle of the string, looks like. So.
And once this round is concluded, we'll take a quick timeout, and we'll come back on the air for the next round here at the 2021 Indiana Senior Masters from Hindel Bowl in Indianapolis, Indiana.
Wow, good look there. He threw some great shots the last 4.
Yeah, and I think too, you know, Bob's in the winners bracket. You got to think, okay, you know, nothing to worry about. Obviously, you're now in the losers bracket where you face elimination the rest of the day. But hey, he's going to shoot a good game. He's got to think, all right, I'm still lined up, and you got to find the positives and everything.
Yeah,
right?
that's the only way to look at it. Yeah, I mean you don't want to say, you know, because like you said, you're starting again real quick, so you've got to. It's kind of tough to flip that switch on and off. You got to stay on all the time.
Well, and it's so easy to you know, we're humans, right? We can get we can get disappointed and
It's
negative.
easy to
and-
look back.
Yeah.
It really is, and that's the last thing you can do.
All right, that's going to conclude this round for the Senior Masters. We'll come back for the next round here on Savage Bowling TV.